The concept of celebrities resembling historical figures is fascinating because it invites comparisons between modern and past eras. Below are some examples where modern celebrities bear a striking resemblance to people from history. 1. Nicolas Cage and unknown Civil War man. There's a famous Civil War-era photograph of a man who looks astonishingly like Nicolas Cage. His doppelganger's expression, hairstyle, and even bone structure seem uncannily similar. 2. Keanu Reeves and Paul Mounet, French actor. Keanu Reeves has long been compared to the 19th century French actor Paul Mounet, who also had an enigmatic air and similar facial features. Reeves's timeless looks have sparked humorous, immortal conspiracy theories. 3. Eddie Murphy and unknown 1800s man. A photo from the 1800s shows a man with Eddie Murphy's identical smile and features, suggesting that Murphy could have stepped right out of a different century. 4. Jennifer Lawrence and Zubaida Tharwat, Egyptian actress. Jennifer Lawrence shares a remarkable resemblance to Egyptian actress Zubaida Tharwat, with both women possessing similar facial structures and eyes, making them look like twins from different eras. 5. Orlando Bloom and Nicolae Grigorescu, Romanian painter. Orlando Bloom looks surprisingly like Nicolae Grigorescu, a 19th-century Romanian painter, down to their similarly shaped faces and calm demeanor. 6. Mark Zuckerberg and Philip IV of Spain. Mark Zuckerberg has been compared to Philip IV, King of Spain in the 1600s, with their stoic expressions and similar facial features. 7. Rupert Grint and David Wilkie, Scottish painter. Rupert Grint, famous for his role as Ron Weasley, looks shockingly like the 19th century Scottish painter Sir David Wilkie, known for his red hair and intense gaze. 8. Alec Baldwin and Millard Fillmore, Dudder 13th U.S. President. Alec Baldwin has a striking resemblance to Millard Fillmore, the 13th President of the United States, particularly in their facial structure and expressions. 9. Queen Latifah and Zora Neale Hurston, writer. The singer and actress Queen Latifah bears an uncanny resemblance to Zora Neale Hurston, the prominent writer and anthropologist from the Harlem Renaissance. 10 to 10. Jay-Z and unknown Harlem man. An old photograph taken in Harlem in 1939 shows a man who looks remarkably like Jay-Z, leading to playful speculation about time travel. 11. Anne Hathaway and Francisco de Goya's painting, La Duquesa de Alba. Anne Hathaway shares a striking likeness with the woman depicted in Goya's 18th century painting, La Duquesa de Alba, particularly in their eyes and bone structure. 12. Justin Timberlake and unknown man in vintage photo. A 19th century photograph features a man who looks uncannily like Justin Timberlake, with similar facial hair, eyes, and features. 13. Jack Black and Paul Revere. Jack Black looks eerily similar to the famous American patriot Paul Revere, from their facial features to their expressions. 14. Maggie Gyllenhaal and Rose Wilder Lane, writer. Maggie Gyllenhaal has a striking resemblance to Rose Wilder Lane, a journalist and one of the founders of the American libertarian movement in the early 20th century. 15. Brad Pitt and Herman Rorschach, Swiss psychiatrist. Brad Pitt has been compared to Herman Rorschach, the psychiatrist who invented the Rorschach inkblot test, due to their similar facial structures. 16. Ellen DeGeneres and Henry David Thoreau, philosopher. Ellen DeGeneres shares striking features with the 19th century writer and philosopher Henry David Thoreau, particularly their distinct noses and expressions. 17. Conan O'Brien and Marshal Harvey Twitchell, Civil War hero. Conan O'Brien has been compared to Marshal Harvey Twitchell, a Union Army officer during the Civil War, with their similar jawlines and sharp features. 18. Peter Dinklage and Diego Velázquez's Portrait of Sebastián de Mora. Peter Dinklage bears an uncanny resemblance to Sebastián de Mora, who was painted by Diego Velázquez in the 17th century, with both sharing similarly distinctive facial features. 19. Bruce Willis and Douglas MacArthur, U.S. General. Bruce Willis looks surprisingly like General Douglas MacArthur, with both possessing a strong, chiseled face and similar expressions. 20. Sylvester Stallone and Pope Gregory IX. Sylvester Stallone's face bears a striking resemblance to a sculpture of Pope Gregory IX from the 13th century, particularly their square jaws and intense looks. 21. Christina Aguilera and Ginger Rogers, dancer, actress. Christina Aguilera looks remarkably like the iconic dancer and actress Ginger Rogers, especially with her platinum blonde hair and similar facial features. 22. Shia LaBeouf and Albert Einstein, young. A younger photo of Albert Einstein shows an uncanny resemblance to Shia LaBeouf, especially in their facial structure and hairstyle. 23. John Krasinski and Charles Gibson, actor. John Krasinski bears a striking resemblance to the silent film actor Charles Gibson, particularly in their jawlines and warm expressions. 24. Zach Galifianakis and Louis Vuitton. Zach Galifianakis resembles Louis Vuitton, the founder of the luxury brand, with their similar beards and facial expressions. 25. John Travolta and unknown 1800s man. An 1800s photograph reveals a man who looks exactly like John Travolta, causing many to speculate about time travel theories. 26. Matthew McConaughey and unknown 1800s man. Matthew McConaughey has a vintage doppelganger in a Civil War-era photo, showing the same laid-back smile and striking facial resemblance. 27. Hugh Grant and Oscar Wilde. Hugh Grant looks remarkably like Irish poet and playwright Oscar Wilde, with their similarly sharp features and charming expressions. 28. Johnny Depp and Thomas Tallis, English composer. Johnny Depp has a surprising resemblance to Thomas Tallis, a composer from the 16th century, particularly in their distinctive facial features. 29. Michael Jackson and an 18th century painting. Michael Jackson's face, post-surgery, has been compared to a painting from the 18th century, especially in their similar jawlines and eyes. 30. Leonardo DiCaprio and Judy Zipper. A photo from the 1960s of a woman named Judy Zipper looks surprisingly like Leonardo DiCaprio, with similar facial structures. 31. Charlie Sheen and John Brown, abolitionist. Charlie Sheen looks a lot like John Brown, the famous American abolitionist, with their sharp facial features and strong gaze. 32. Michael Cera and Adolf Hitler's young soldier. Michael Cera bears an eerie resemblance to a young soldier in a historical photo from World War II who fought for Hitler's army. 33. Tilda Swinton and David Bowie. Although they are both contemporary, Tilda Swinton has often been compared to David Bowie, especially in their shared androgynous and unique features. This collection showcases the timelessness of human features and how striking similarities can bridge centuries and worlds, from politics and art to entertainment.